GT went hot in Meriwether County at a special Board of Commissioners meeting. This was covered a while back when Tax Commissioner Jenkins was removed and replaced with Deann Cruse. It appears that the board did what the board did was illegal, and they could not initially remove but only suspend Mrs. Jenkins. It was ordered that Mrs. Jenkins' removal from her position as tax commissioner is hereby declared null and void and is set aside. Let's get into it.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Meriwether County Board of Commissioner special call meeting November 9th, 2023 for 10 a.m. I'll call this meeting to order. If you will, please silence any cell phones or other electronic devices that you have. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda? Do I have a second? Second. Motion and a second. All in favor? Motion carries. We do have need for executive session for possible litigation. Do I have a motion to go into executive session for possible litigation? So moved. Do I have a second? Second. Motion and a second. All in favor? Motion carries. We're in executive session at 10 a.m.
It appears Tax Commissioner Jenkins was removed unlawfully. In a lawsuit filed against Meriwether, there is supporting case law appearing to show what the Board of Commissioners did was illegal. The Board of Commissioners replaced a good tax commissioner, hardworking, and elected by the people. She was replaced for this. Position here, please.
Deann, and I'm the tax commissioner.
Okay. I just want to know why you haven't returned our phone call.
I haven't gotten a phone call from you or an email.
Okay. I've left you a few emails and some phone calls, a voicemail.
I don't recall getting anything. Whose name is it under?
The ransom thing that happened, as far as y'all's attack, how much was paid, do you know?
I do not know. That would be something for the county commissioners. They were the one that handled that.
Okay, and then I guess why was a lot of the records from this office deleted during that ransom?
I don't know either. That's a question for them as well. We don't know how it happened, how it was.
Oh, you just took office?
I did.
Okay, who was the previous tax commissioner, do you know?
Jenkins.
Jenkins. Okay, do we know why she was removed?
That would be a question for the county commission as well. They're the one that removed her.
Okay, were you appointed by the county commissioners?
By a judge.
By a judge? Okay. So you're not an elected official at the moment?
Not at the moment.
And which judge appointed you to this position?
The County probate judge.
Okay, do you know his name?
I do not know her name.
Okay, it was Coweta County? Okay. All the deleted records?
No, that would be a question for the commission.
Are you aware of any deleted records?
Yes.
You're aware that some public records have been destroyed?
Well, they weren't destroyed. Honestly, I don't know. I wasn't over here when the cyber attack happened, so I think it would be best to talk with the county commission.
Board of Commissioners entered into executive session to discuss the current tax commissioner issue. Let's see what they had to say.
And he was in communications. He speaks 4 languages plus Russian. And so he did his step there. And so they just happened to go back prior to this because of Spanish. So yeah, they're about on our side by the bay.
Was James? Sir? I assume it was James. James from. All right. No, I was in there a few minutes ago, but now it's empty.
Do I have a second? Motion and a second. All in favor? Motion carries. We are back in regular session at 10:17. All right. Item number 3 on the agenda is new business. Discussion of consideration of suspension of the tax commissioner pursuant to OCGA 48-5-140 in compliance with the order of Superior Court.
It's just, you have a matter for your consideration, just Carolina.
So, if you all have had time to read over the minutes and with the discussions that we have had, the order does state that we needed to, or we should have suspended. So I will put this and read, on March 29, 2022, the Board of Commissioners conducted a hearing on whether to remove the then tax commissioner from office for the commission of malpractice in office. Following that hearing, the board voted to remove the tax commissioner. Thereafter, the board appointed Deann Cruse as interim tax commissioner, followed by official appointment by Judge Terry Parkin. Kat Jenkins filed a lawsuit claiming that we should have suspended her, then have a hearing to remove her. The Superior Court judge ruled that Ms. Jenkins did, in fact, fail to render the accounting as required by the board. The judge has ruled that the board should have first suspended her before she could be removed. The judge also ruled that some tribunal other than this board should conduct a hearing. In keeping with the judge's order, I hereby make a motion that Kat Jenkins be suspended as tax commissioner for the reasons set forth in the March 29, 2022 hearing, effective as of March 29, 2022, and that the matter be referred to a tribunal for a hearing. I make the motion that we reappoint Deann Cruse as an interim tax commissioner effective immediately. And I do put that in the form of a formal motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Motion carries. All right, so next item on the agenda is executive session. Do we have any further need for additional executive session? Hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn? Do I have a second? Second. Motion and a second. All in favor? Motion carries. We're adjourned.
So a Superior Court judge rules against Meriwether County. Did the chairman just admit they broke the law? A Superior Court judge ordered that her position as tax commissioner is hereby declared null and void and is set aside. Therefore, wouldn't Mrs. Jenkins have been the tax commissioner up until today? Since the Board of Commissioners' initial removal is void, then Meriwether owes Ms. Jenkins a very hefty back pay. This will cost the taxpayers more money because of the stupidity of this Board of Commissioners. Why did the Commissioner Gene King have a vote? Shouldn't he have recused himself? Gene King previously sued Ms. Jenkins and the case was dismissed. Wouldn't Gene King have an already bias against Mrs. Jenkins? No apologies, no remorse, and to top it off, it is all costing you, the taxpayers. If Nathan Lee was the county attorney when the board initially voted on this to remove Mrs. Jenkins, then the county should ask for their money back. The same Nathan Lee that advised the probate office to ignore the Georgia Open Records request from Georgia Transparency, and that it could be a form of harassment for filing requests. Shouldn't a probate judge appoint a tax commissioner and not the Board of Commissioners like they did today? I'm interested in hearing your thoughts about this. The people elected a great, fair, and honest commissioner in Catherine Jenkins. Why is she being railroaded by this board is something we may never know. Meriwether should probably seek out a more educated attorney to provide the county with legal services. It appears this one is costing the taxpayers a lot. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and GT is out.